Are you tired of feeling like your paycheck disappears faster than it arrives? In 2025, many people in the US and UK are still struggling to make ends meet. Not because they don't earn enough, but because of hidden financial mistakes they keep making. You see those Lambos on Instagram, those luxury apartments in New York City, people dropping hundreds on dinner like it's nothing. But what you don't see is the behind the scenes. The credit card debt, the skipped meals to make rent, the constant stress and anxiety about money. That's not real wealth, that's a facade. But here's the good news. Once you identify these mistakes, you can fix them and finally take control of your financial future. I'm going to show you how. Let's be real. Social media is basically a highlight reel of everyone's best moments, carefully curated to make you feel like you're not enough. You see people your age with fancy cars, designer clothes, going on lavish vacations, and it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that's the norm, but trust me, it's not. Most of the time those people are up to their eyeballs in debt, just trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're sacrificing their future financial security for a temporary illusion of wealth. And for what? A few likes on Instagram? Don't get sucked into that game. True wealth isn't about showing off. It's about building a solid financial foundation for yourself and your future. It's about having options, peace of mind, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. So how do you break free from this cycle? It starts with a mindset shift. Embrace minimalism. Focus on experiences, not material possessions. Ask yourself, do I really need this or do I just want it to impress other people? Instead of buying that new iPhone everyone's raving about, invest that money. Instead of eating out every night, learn to cook delicious, healthy meals at home. Small changes like this can make a huge difference in your finances over time. Remember, wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you keep. And the sooner you learn that, the sooner you can start building a brighter financial future for yourself. I get it, investing can seem intimidating, especially when you're just starting out. You might think, I'm not making enough money to invest, or I'll wait until I'm older and have more savings. But let me tell you, that's a huge mistake. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing, and the sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. We're talking about the magic of compound interest here, people. It's like a snowball effect. The longer you let it roll, the bigger it gets. Think of it this way. If you invest $100 a month starting at age 25, earning an average annual return of 7%, you'll have over $1 million by the time you retire. But if you wait until you're 35 to start investing the same amount, you'll have significantly less, even if you invest for a longer period. The point is, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. There are tons of apps out there like Robinhood, Vanguard, and Freetrade that make it super easy and accessible for anyone to get started. You can start small, even with just $50 or $100 a month. The key is to be consistent and let the power of compound interest work its magic over time. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Okay, I know, budgeting doesn't exactly scream sexy or exciting. It sounds about as fun as getting a root canal. But trust me, budgeting is the foundation of good financial health. It's like having a roadmap for your money, so you know exactly where it's going and what you can afford. Without a budget, it's way too easy to overspend without even realizing it. You know what I'm talking about, those little purchases here and there that add up over time. A coffee here, a takeout meal there. Before you know it, you're wondering where your entire paycheck went. But with a budget, you're in control. You decide where your money goes instead of letting it control you. You can allocate funds for your essential expenses. Rent, bills, groceries, and then set aside money for your financial goals, like saving for a down payment on a house, investing, or taking that dream vacation. And the best part? Budgeting doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. There are tons of great budgeting apps out there like YNAB, you need a budget, and Mint, that make it super easy to track your spending and create a personalized budget that works for you. So ditch the excuses and make budgeting a non-negotiable part of your life. Your bank account and your peace of mind will thank you for it. Chapter 4, Mistake number 4, Misusing credit cards. Credit cards. Those little plastic rectangles can be both a blessing and a curse. Used responsibly, they can be a great tool for building credit, earning rewards, and providing a safety net for emergencies. But used irresponsibly, they can lead you down a dangerous path of debt and financial ruin. The problem is, many people treat credit cards like free money. They rack up charges without thinking about the consequences, only to get hit with a hefty bill at the end of the month that they can't afford to pay in full. And that's when the real trouble starts. See, credit card companies make money by charging you interest, and those interest rates can be outrageously high, sometimes even exceeding 20%. That means if you're only making minimum payments on your credit card debt, you're basically throwing money away on interest charges instead of making any real progress on paying down your balance. So, what's the solution? Simple. Use credit cards strategically, not impulsively. Only charge what you can afford to pay back in full every month. Think of your credit card as a debit card with a 30-day grace period. You're essentially borrowing money from yourself, interest-free. And if you're already struggling with credit card debt, don't panic. There's a way out. Focus on paying down your debt as quickly as possible, starting with the card with the highest interest rate. Consider consolidating your debt with a lower interest loan or balance transfer card. And most importantly, create a budget and stick to it. Let's be honest, most people would rather watch paint dry than spend their free time learning about personal finance. It's not exactly the most thrilling topic, right? But here's the thing, financial literacy is crucial for achieving your financial goals and living a secure and fulfilling life. Think about it, we're taught so many things in school, math, science, history, but rarely are we given a proper education on how to manage our money. And yet money plays a huge role in our lives, impacting everything from where we live to what we eat to our overall well-being. The good news is, it's never too late to start learning. There are tons of resources available both online and offline that can help you improve your financial literacy. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. Listen to podcasts like Planet Money or The Dave Ramsey Show. Watch YouTube channels dedicated to personal finance like this one. The key is to be proactive and make a conscious effort to educate yourself about money. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions that will benefit you for years to come. In the age of social media and online scams, it's easier than ever to get lured in by promises of easy money and overnight riches. You've seen the ads, make $10,000 a week working from home, or invest in this cryptocurrency and become a millionaire. But let me tell you, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. These get-rich-quick schemes prey on people's desire for a shortcut to wealth. They promise the world but rarely deliver, and often leave their victims in a worse financial position than they were before. Remember, there's no substitute for hard work, patience, and sound financial planning. Instead of chasing after the latest fad or investment scheme, focus on building wealth the right way, through consistent saving, investing, and growing your income. It may not be as glamorous or fast-paced as what you see on social media, but it's the proven path to long-term financial success. So be wary of anyone promising you easy money or guaranteed returns. Do your research, ask questions, and don't be afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel right. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I know. Retirement might seem like a lifetime away, especially when you're in your 20s or 30s. You've got plenty of time to worry about that later, right? Wrong. The sooner you start planning for retirement, the better off you'll be. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to retirement savings, thanks to the power of compound interest. The earlier you start contributing to a retirement account, like a 401k or an IRA, the more time your money has to grow. Plus, you'll benefit from potential employer matching contributions and tax advantages. Don't make the mistake of thinking you can just rely on Social Security or a pension to fund your retirement. These programs were never designed to be your sole source of income in retirement, and they may not even exist in their current form by the time you retire. So take control of your future and start planning for retirement today. Even if you can only contribute a small amount each month, it's better than nothing. As you earn more money, increase your contributions. And don't forget to take advantage of any employer matching programs. That's free money. Look, financial freedom isn't reserved for the rich. It's for anyone willing to learn and take action. Avoid these 7 mistakes and you'll set yourself up for a life of wealth and independence. It won't happen overnight, but with consistency and dedication you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Remember, your future self will thank you for it. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.